Follett, our parents, families, friends, and teachers, thank you for being here this afternoon for our 8th grade celebration.
A long, long time ago, in a distant land of no masks, no social distancing, and very diversely sized almost 6th graders, after a math placement test, 2 girls shook hands and introduced themselves. These 2 girls became best friends and somehow made it through a long series of events together. If you haven't already guessed, Sophia and I are these 2 friends. 3 years later, we find ourselves here, reading the speech for everyone, about to move on to the next phase in our lives.
For the class of 2025, the varying stages in our middle school careers, like the test and orientation, helped many of us find our friends and people we felt comfortable with. I remember the first week of break for the 6th grade being chatty and filled with laughter and cheer. It was lively, and that's the word I would use to describe our grade, especially after going through these 3 years together.
Sophia and I have been together through good times and bad, early mornings and late nights, funny moments and serious ones. We provided each other with fashion advice, comedic relief, an outlet for ranting or just talking, and hopefully one of the best friendships we've had in our lifetimes. I can definitely attest that our time together here at CA has been great, and even though we must separate for high school, I hope our friendship will continue for many, many years to come.
The class of 2025 and the teachers and our parents and friends have worked hard together through the pandemic to make this year the best it can be. We are grateful for the kindness, the understanding, and the help that was provided, which made it easier for all of us in the long run. New friends were made and challenges were faced together with those friends. But some of those friends we made along the way will now be starting anew elsewhere. To those who are leaving, we bid farewell, and I hope the next chapter, or the chapter we shared together, will be remembered and cherished, while the next chapters in our stories will be even better than this one.
Otamashi Yuzuru once said, "Even if we forget the faces of our friends, we will never forget the bonds that were carved into our soul."
Though COVID has separated us, we have stayed together as friends and as a class. It was those bonds and memories Otamashi speaks of that kept us on our feet and moving forward.
I think about our time spent laughing in the musical in 6th grade and chasing each other through the halls during break. I remember the activities and experiences each of us lived through and shared in the middle school.
And now we'll take these memories, which we will keep with us forever, and build on them as we create new memories in the upper school and beyond. But hopefully, we'll always continue to be friends.
Thank you.
Hello, students of the 8th grade. Hello, parents, grandparents. How many grandparents do we have out there? Yay, special guests. Dr. Earhart, Mr. Follett, and faculty members. Welcome on this muggy, sticky June day to join together in celebration of our 8th graders completing Cary Academy's middle school program. The weather may not be so nice outside, but it's beautiful in here. Doesn't this group just look fabulous? Every celebration program is unique in its own way, and this one, the 24th, is no exception. For 22 years, we've had the entire 8th grade class up on the stage. Last year, we had a virtual celebration. So I'm thrilled today that we can be back on campus and celebrate with you by advisory groups. Students, over the past 3 years, you have grown. You've grown intellectually, from concrete thinkers to abstract thinkers. You've grown physically. Look at yourselves now and think back to that first day of middle school when you walked through those front doors. The change has been tremendous. You've grown socially, learning how to make friends and how to be a friend and how to work in groups. You've grown emotionally, not only learning about yourselves, but caring about others within and outside of our school community. You've developed artistic and athletic abilities, and you have contributed to the spirit and community of Cary Academy. With what you've learned at the middle school, you're ready to go on to the upper school, where you'll continue to collaborate, think outside the box, be curious, and ask why or why not. You have developed organizational and advocacy skills And over the past year and your third trimester of 7th grade, you really had to employ the skills of resiliency, perseverance, flexibility, and adaptation. Very important skills and mindsets that will serve you well in any situation as you move forward. I'm proud of how you worked with our faculty to keep your learning going, and at times it was hard and it was confusing and it was very different. But we, meaning you, your parents, and the faculty, were all in this situation together. And you succeeded, and here we are today, wishing you well and thinking of the future. Speaking of working together, let's take a moment to recognize the adults who have worked with you on this journey over the past 3 years. First, let's think about our middle school faculty and staff who have taught, advised, coached, counseled, nursed, and provided tech support and assisted you in other ways. I know they all wanted to be with you here today, and they are with you here today in spirit, so let's recognize them anyway. And a shout out to our 8th grade team leader, Mr. Snively, and team members, Ms. Martin, Mr. Caraviglio, Ms. Stewart, Ms. Mazzell, Ms. Powell, Mrs. Price, Ms. Polzin, Ms. Conde, and Mr. Turner for their many hours of work in preparation for this special occasion. And we want to thank all our tech support folks as well, Mr. O'Neill, Mr. Hayes, and Mr. Younts. Now, another group we need to recognize is your parents, who've been there all the way, supporting you at school and outside of school through the good times and the challenging times. They are sitting out there looking at you, beaming with pride, and very excited about this day. So let's give them a hand as well. And parents, on behalf of middle school faculty and staff, I want to thank you for your partnership and for trusting us with the gift of your child. I want to express our deepest appreciation to those of you over the past 3 years who have donated your time, your resources, your talents to help improve our middle school program. We could not do it without you, so thank you. 8th graders, you have much to offer. Utilize your gifts and your talents and continue to find ways to contribute to make our school, our community, and our world a better place. Please remember that you are physically leaving the middle school, but you're not leaving our hearts or our thoughts. Most of you will be going on to our upper school. Some of you will be going on to other schools. But wherever you go, as you continue on your journeys of discovery, innovation, collaboration, and excellence, we will be with you. I wish you a happy and healthy summer, and I look forward to hearing about your adventures as upper schoolers. Thank you and congratulations.
Sophia Linder. Pierce Bloden. Laura Cass. Zi Yao Sun. And Ellen Woodson. Annie Boyce. Addison Scott Kennedy. Chelsea Lee Sway. Annalise Davies. Ethan Goldstein. And Jack Holland. Hugh Johnson, Nicholas Jones, Anika Karampali, Blair Mitchell, and Laura Oye. Kit Osiewski, Jill Rhines Sandroider, Jacob Thomas Sargent, Grant Ward, Zeleny and Adam Shaw.
I'd like to invite Mr. Follett, head of the upper school, to join me. So this is the last one of my career, and I'm a little choked here. So, Mr. Follett, it is with great pride and pleasure on behalf of middle school faculty and staff that I present to you this group of incoming ninth graders, the class of 2025.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Jenkins. Faculty, and congratulations, class of 2025. Esteemed students, you've done it. When you walk out of these doors, you'll be walking into summer, and then a little bit later, into high school. Congratulations. But before we walk out these doors, I'm going to ask for one, maybe 2 more minutes of your time. So, dear scholars, this coming year, if you're leaving Cary Academy, we wish you all the best. For the Cary Academy Middle School education, I know you will find success in the coming years. If you're going to be joining us across the quad, we look forward to the energy that you'll bring, along with your inquisitiveness or your liveliness. As I quietly surveyed teachers familiar with your class, that's how they described you, energetic and inquisitive, and I love that word lively. We will welcome those qualities as you join us in August, and appropriately enough, a newish upper school will be waiting for your new start this fall. That's why we have all the construction on the upper school at this point. So, a few words of advice. Enjoy your summer, especially after a year that felt longer than an actual school year. In the next few months, be healthy. Take a break from computer screens and telephones. Stay off Zoom, go outside, wear sunscreen, enjoy the time with your family and friends outside the confines that we've been in for so long. To the middle school faculty and staff, thank you for preparing these 8th graders so incredibly well. This year, as we move from virtual to hybrid to full attendance, you doubled your efforts. I'm in awe of all that you accomplished as educators, so I'm not surprised, given how much you love the students and how much you love your subjects in that order. These students owe their coming successes in no small part to the time you have invested in them, especially during a difficult period over the past year and a half. So thank you. To the families, congratulations, and don't panic. So when my kids finished middle school, I remember the excitement, a tinge of surprise, and actually just a skosh of worry. You're the parents of high school students. You're the parents of high school students, I can hear you thinking to yourself. And you're probably quietly asking yourself, are they going to be okay in high school? Am I going to be okay with them in high school? The answer to both of those questions is definitively yes and definitively yes. The upper school has excellent role models in the middle school. We're going to continue to take great care of your kids when they join us across the quad. So, to recap, students, enjoy your summer. We look forward to your successes in the upper school. Faculty and staff, thank you for an incredible job. Parents and family, congratulations again. Okay, class of 2025, now it's your time. Are you ready?